Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mark.
I want to encourage, we could get closer, feel free to move closer if you'd like as we do our opening conversation here. So welcome, everyone, to Sacred Heart Church here in Waterfront South in the beautiful and amazing city of Camden, New Jersey. If this is your first time to this beautiful church, you are most welcome. If you're here some of the time, you are indeed very welcome. And if you're here all the time, you are most welcome. My name is Mark Corley. I have the honor to serve as the chairperson of the Board of Trustees for the Center for Environmental Transformation. It's my pleasure to be the Master of Ceremonies for this event. And I hope not to say too much. I wrote that and I kept writing and realized maybe I'm going to have to say a little bit more. But I do have some very important things to say. First, and the most important, has to do with the bathroom facilities. That's the most important thing. They are in the basement of this building. If you've never been here before, there's two ways you can go. You can be brave and walk right through here, walk through the back door, go down the stairs, make a U-turn to your right, and you'll get into the basement. You'll be in the kitchen. The bathrooms are over to your far left on that upper level. There's two levels downstairs on the upper level. If you don't want to do that while we're up here talking, you can go out the back door, walk down the side of the church, all the way into the back of it, and then go down the stairs into the kitchen. Okay? So that's where the bathrooms are. Second, we would not be here without the people and organizations that sponsor this event. MAFCO in Camden, which is here in this neighborhood, is a corporate partner of ours and has been for the last several years. Ted Fox, Pete and Barbara Pizzatillo, Debbie Durand, Kathy Fox, Kathy Nevins, and the Rabbits family of ShopRights are sponsors of this, as well as Jim and Rosie Haley. The Rabbits family sponsored the reception, which is downstairs afterwards, and I hope you'll stick around for us. We have some nice refreshments downstairs and an opportunity to talk about what I know will be an extraordinary talk. Third, I must recognize the members of the Board of Trustees of the Center. They're a very talented group of people who are committed to the success of this great work. And I ask them to stand as I call their name. John Levy is our Board Secretary. And stay standing. Bill Harden is our Treasurer. Rosie Haley is our Vice Chairman. Rashida Weaver. Shireen Elisa. Kathy Nevins. Jim Haley. Father Michael Doyle. Where is he standing? Right in front of me. Will Stell. Felicia Biles, and lastly, Eileen Borland, who sends her regrets she couldn't be here today. So thank you. Can we have a round of applause? Fourth, I want to recognize the people without whom the idea of this day would have remained just an idea. And I start with Kathy Nevins, who chaired this committee, and is one of the most persistent people I know when it comes to making a dream a reality. So thank you, Kat. I also want to recognize Ted For those of you who haven't been here, I know there's a big screen, but later on, if you walk up, or maybe you've already noticed, there are stuffed animals all over the place. Tomorrow is, at least in the Catholic, at least in our diocese, we celebrate life tomorrow, and so the children take over the liturgy here, and so we decorated appropriately. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, 8:30 or 10:30, you're welcome to join us. It's very hard for me to believe that 10 years ago, this month, 300 people from this church gathered in the basement to dream about the future. One of the dreams born that day was that we would engage environmental issues in our neighborhood, city, and region. After 2 years of monthly 2.5-hour, 3-hour meetings, the Center for Environmental Transformation was born. Soon after that, we started this annual lecture in honor of Father Thomas Barrett, a hero and inspiration for our work. This is our 7th. It's a Jubilee year. Jubilee in the Judeo-Christian tradition is incredibly important. Jesus himself announced a Jubilee in his first act of public ministry. He said, "Free the prisoners, visit the sick, heal those who are wounded, and preach the good news to the poor." So it's a year when we reestablish all relationships on the basis of mutual love and respect. And we do that even with creation. Are we ever in need of a Jubilee? Thank you so much for coming to join us for this event and for your support for the work of our center. So to tell you more about that work, I invite our Executive Director, Teresa Nieta, to come forward. As she makes her way up here, I must say that Teresa has been a blessing to the center from the moment she arrived in November of last year. So she's in her 11th month as the Executive Director, our very first, and we are very happy to have her. Teresa.
Thank you, Mark. And welcome, everybody. Thank you for bringing Joaquin to come here today. I'm going to just briefly speak about the Center for Environmental Transformation, CEFAT. And I'm just going to read from the inside of your program about our mission. The Center for Environmental Transformation is an environmental retreat center with an urban farm located in Camden, New Jersey that engages and educates people of all backgrounds to practice a more environmentally responsible way of living on the planet. Founded out of this faith community rooted in the Roman Catholic tradition of social and environmental justice, CEFAT works in partnership with the community to advance solutions to environmental challenges and to create a sustainable and healthy source of food. And I would ask you to join us in this partnership and be ambassadors of CEFAT and to promote some of our different programs, whether you're interested in volunteering in one of our 3 urban gardens, whether you're interested in supporting our farmers market that's held every Friday during the growing season from 3:30 to 5:30 right on Ferry Avenue outside our center. Whether you would like to offer certain skills, if you know about marketing or finance or entering data in databases, we would welcome